Emma and a hot day. It was a very hot summer day. Emma was hot too, but Grandma was hotter. Grandma sat on the cool porch, waving her fan, but she was no colder. Emma ran to the kitchen and climbed up to the sink. She turned on the vacuum. The water was cold. Emma filled a big glass. Emma filled a big glass with water. A glass with water. She climbed down and got ice from the freezer and plop, plop. The ice dropped into the glass. Now the water is even colder. Emma took the glass to Grandma. But the cat ran her legs down, fell Emma. Away ran the cat. Up flew the glass, and the water landed all over Grandma. Grandma is very wet. Grandma smiled. Well, that carrot Tilly cooled me down. Don't worry, Emma. The sun will dry me. Bob, 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 Bob. Bob likes to play ball. He bounced his ball off the house and runs to catch it. Sometimes he misses, but most time he doesn't. Is there any special about that? Yes, Bob is blind. He has a ball with a beeper in it. This tells Bob he has a ball with a Bob explained to his best friend. I listen for the pepper. This tells me which way to run to catch the ball. Bob spoke or wrote in Berlin. He used his fingertips to feel and read the writing. When I grow up, I want to be a policeman, says Bob. I want to be the detective, the one who the other policemen where to go. Tim's like his best friend. For he never lets his blindness get in the way of his dreams. My story was with fog. What is fog? Fog is a cloud that close to the ground. But do you know what fog can do to us? One day, my dad rented a small boat. He left the shore after sailing for a few hours. He suddenly ran into fog. It was like being a cloud on the water. He could not see anything. There was nothing he could do. He sat in the boat and waited for the fog to disappear. It got dark and cold, and he heard the loud horns. It was getting closer. Is it a bishop? Would the captain see him? Bang! He ran into the island. The island has fog or horn on it. He stays on the islands until morning and he sails home. Is a fog powerful thing? A boy learns. Josh is a thinker boy. He used to do well in schools, but lately things changed. He started skip class. Soon his parents got a phone call from the school. Where is Joe's? With a little bit of anxiety, they found out that their son was going to an internet cafe to play computer games. They were very upset. The next weekend, he took him to visit his grandfather. His grandfather is a farmer. He grows vegetables and cotton, corn, and many crops. Grandpa says to Jones, I plant every crops in its our season. Otherwise, I have nothing to harvest. Everything has its time. He stops and looks at his grandson. For you, same. It's the same. He said, I don't want to become a man who misses the season for planting. Just learn a good lesson from his grandfather. Brain power. Brain power. Feel your head. Under the hard bone is the brain. Your brain makes it possible for you to nearly anything. Sit down, stand up, hear bird sing, watch movie, taste ice cream. You can name it. Your brain is big as possible. And what's more, do you know how to think about it at all? Your brain is soft and gray, and it's made mostly of water. It's filled with electricity. That's how it works. Electricity moves your brain thought through your whole body. Your body nearly 100 billion little electricity reserve. That's about the same and as the and
Đọc xong bài chưa con?
and that's about the same as the number of stars in our galaxy. There is enough electricity in your brain turn on a small light bulbs. We don't understand everything about the brain, but one thing is creating. It's very powerful. And each day, a person has more than 7,000 thoughts. And size doesn't really matter. For example, elephant spray was about 20 pocket smaller than the most human brain, and he was very smart guy. The farm. Mr. and Mrs. Jones bought a farm. I have always wanted, and I have always wanted to live on the farm, says Mr. Jones. Me too, says Mrs. Jones. But this isn't a farm yet. We need animals to make it a farm. I would like a cat. Let's just get a cat for now. That's enough animals for me. So Mr. and Mrs. Jones got a kitten and name is Kaylee. Now we have a royal farm, says Mr. Joe. Now we need a garden to make this a real farm, says Mrs. Jones. This green glimmer for the windows still, said Mr. Jones. Yeah, that would be enough for out of a garden for me. So Mr. and Mrs. Jones bought a green mule and put it on the windowsill. Now we have a farm, said Mr. No, we have a farm, said Mr. Jones. We have an animal and plants. This is just the great time for us. And so it was. Polly Pudding Party. Polly was happy. Her grandpa and grandma were coming over for supper. May I pudding for dessert? Asked Polly. Yes, that would be a big help, answered Mom. Just remember to make extra. I will, promised Polly. Polly got to work. She got out everything she would need to put pudding. I will make chocolate pudding. She said to herself. That's the best kind, but there was a little problem. Poppy didn't know how much of everything she needed for a big batch. Then she came up with an with idea. She made her usually amount and dumped it into a bowl. Then she made another batch, exactly the same as the first one, and put it in the same bowl. Now I have enough pudding for everyone, and perhaps some extra, she said.